Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you guys how to disassemble your Dell laptop. In this case, the model number for this one is an Inspiron 15 and it's iCore 3. First thing first, this was a gaming laptop too, they say. This is perfect for combining work and game. We want to see about that. So let's go and reopen and repaste the whole motherboard and do a service job on it. First thing first, you want to remove the battery right on the top part. By doing that, remove this, unhook them, the clamps, and then the battery is going to lift up. You have to lift it from the bottom and it will just come out. That's your battery rate. Next, we want to remove the cover for the hard drive and RAM. So go ahead and do that by removing 2 screws only. Alright, once you got that unscrewed, just pull where you put the screws in, just pull them out. Don't yank too hard, just pull it out and it will come out. That's your cover for the CD-ROM, for the RAM section and your hard drive. To remove your hard drive, unscrew the 2 screws that are holding it in place at the bottom. And these screws, they can be removed. Once you remove those, just slide the hard drive towards the CD-ROM. Grab it like that and just slide it. Don't push, don't press on it. And then lift it up slowly. And then just pull it out. 145-degree angle. Alright, next we're gonna unscrew all the screws that we see on the bottom cover, including the one under there are 2 under the battery. So we're gonna remove those, and there's one more screw right where we took the cover for the hard drive. So you guys gotta remove that one too. So let's go ahead. Alright, now that we removed all the screws that were on the bottom, we're gonna grab the CD-ROM and just pull it towards your right and it will come out. Just slowly, be gentle, and make sure there's no more screws under the CD-ROM. Sometimes they do have screws right underneath. In this case, there is nothing. Alright, next we're gonna flip it over and you want to remove the keyboard. I usually use a guitar pick. A metallic one is really firm and it won't bend too easy and it's really skinny. So by removing keyboard, there is right between the print screen, there's a little plastic cover in there. Just push it towards the screen and then just bend over the keyboard. Grab it like that. Now you can put your finger underneath so it won't go back down, or grab a tweezer, just leave it underneath, and then right on top of the F10 there's one more. Just unhook that one out. If you don't press on it, it won't go back in. There's one more right on top of the F5, and one last one is on escape, between escape and F1. Alright, now once you got that, and there's one more right at the other end, you gotta put your fingers in the middle so you get this kind of curvature on the keyboard, not too much, so you can loosen up the hooks on the either ends. And then just pull out it slowly and come. And then once you loosen this part, just pull it towards the screen so you can unhook the hooks on the bottom. Now slowly flip it over. To remove this ribbon cable, just lift up this black plastic, just lift it up with your finger. It will lift up 90 degrees, and then you can just pull out the ribbon cable. Now you can change your ribbon cable, and there's a part number to it. The keyboard. I'll leave the link on description where you can buy this cheap. Next, you want to unhook the ribbon cable for the on-off switch, which is the black one. Lift the black cover, remove the ribbon. For the mouse touchpad, is the same. Lift up the white cover and remove it. Next, we want to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 screws that are holding the top cover. So let's go ahead. Also remove the Wi-Fi board and lift it up, unhook the antennas. In 45-degree angle, pull it towards the screen. You don't have to lift it up, it will break. Now I forgot one more screw right there. And one more by the keyboard connectors. Right. Now we got all the things out. Grab your guitar pick, put it in between the two plastics at the sides, and you just bend it over. Just go all around and start bending the guitar pick. Alright. Once you did almost more than half, just grab it slowly. Just go ahead, be gentle with it, so you don't want to yank it out. Let me see if I didn't forget any more screws on the bottom. No, I'm okay. And the top part is the same thing, just lift it up slowly. Move it around, it will unhook eventually. There's one more hidden screw right under by the fan on the top part, under the ribbon cable. Lift the ribbon and unhook that one. And now it will come out. There you go. Now right here, you got your touchpad, the mouse click. If you need to replace anything, I'll leave in the description the part numbers and the link where you can buy them. The on-off switch, which is right on top, you can just unhook it and replace it. There's this plastic hook that's holding it. I got the camera in front of me. It's impossible to work like this. There we go. You have to unclap it, and then now you can remove the parts for it. That's the bottom. There's no screw in it, so you just have to be careful with this one. There we go. And that's about that. Now we go down to the motherboard and the whole inside. So first thing first, unhook the extra USB port that you have on the right. I have no idea why they don't give you two. There's enough space here. Unhook that one cable, one screw, and the whole thing will come out. They do have this kind of magnetic. It's a metal to isolate the extra noise from the cable. So that's the USB port if you want to replace it. Right, now you unhook the speakers, and then we're going to start removing the screws for the motherboard. There's one right on the bottom, and that's about it, I guess. There's no more screws. So now you can go ahead and lift the motherboard from the right side. Before you do that, just unplug the cable for the screen. Don't yank the cable, just hold it firmly and slowly go ahead and unplug it. And then make sure you unplug the cable for the power jack. Now you can go ahead and grab this. As they said, this is a gaming laptop, you can do it. I don't know what kind of gaming you can do on this. There's no GPU because these are the space for the GPU RAMs which are not installed. And you flip it over, right there, there's a fan, and the fan's supposed to suck in the air from there and flow through the heatsink. So they don't put the ventilation nicely, so the air has to go through here to the fan and out there. Not unlike the Alienware, they open nice big ventilation for the airflow. And next, now we flip over, you can see the GPU video chip that's supposed to be in here with extra RAMs for the video chip, which is not installed. So what do we get? We get a CPU, a dirty heatsink, and this is an integrated CPU with a heatsink and a fan right on it. So it is not for a gaming purposes, as they say on it. So let's put this to a side 1 second. Now, if you have a bad power jack, you can just replace your power jack right there. You have to remove the screws for the hinges. There are only 2 of them. Once you remove 2 screws for the hinges, you can lift the hinge and remove your power jack. And if you want to replace it, go ahead and replace it. Let's put it back in. If you guys want to know how to replace your screen, let me know in the comments, and I will do a video how to replace your screen if you need to. Let's put the screws for those back in. Run the cable. Once that's done, if you want to replace your speakers, you can just go ahead and just pull them out and replace your speakers. These are like the shittiest speaker ever made. Let's put the speaker back in. Okay, same for this side. The speakers you just come out easily, and you have to change the whole pair together. So I'll leave it the part number for this one, where you can buy them easily. Right, now let's go ahead and remove the tape on this part. Just trash the tape, you don't need it. Unhook the fan from the motherboard. Be careful, if the fan has been there for too long, you don't want to yank the cables. unscrew the. Let's put the cover back down. And you don't want to put your motherboard straight right on top of this one. Grab your work towel. They sell them in Home Depot or in most of the car shop. So unhook the fan. Put the fan to a side. Unhook the 4 screws for the heatsink. There you go. Now you can lift up the heatsink, and there you have it. And old thermal paste from the manufacturer. So what you want to do, you want to clean this strip a little of the towel. Put the alcohol on top. 100% alcohol. Then you can first go ahead and clean the heatsink. Nicely clean it, make sure there's nothing left on it. I can put that to one side. Clean the CPU. The most important part is the heatsink. Alright, now that we clean the CPU too, if you want, go ahead and clean your heatsink, your fan. To do that, it's really easy, there's no screws. You just have to lift up the hinges on the side. And once you remove those, the whole thing will come out. Now you can go ahead with a toothbrush. I recommend an old toothbrush. Grab it and just start cleaning the dirt out of this one. Alright, I cleaned up as much as I could. And then go ahead and just push in the metal sheet towards. Now you want to grab your thermal paste. I recommend you guys grab an Arctic Silver 5 thermal paste. They're really good. And put a slight layer. Don't put too much all over the crystal on the CPU. You don't need to go put in the center. The best thing is just rub it all over like a really thin layer. Once you did that, you can just grab the heatsink, put it over, and screw the 4 screws. And now you can go ahead and plug in the fan. So this way. And put the screw that was holding it. There's only one. Right there. And that's about it. If you want to remove the RAM, you can just by unclapping these 2 hooks to the side. It will come down to 45-degree angle. And then just pull out in 45-degree angle. And it will come out in 45-degree angle. Put it back again in 45-degree angle. Push in. And then push down. Alright, now we can go ahead and put it back together. So what do you want to do? Put this to the side, open the lid, grab the motherboard. I'll recommend you before you put in, just plug in the power jack cable to the side. You can do it this way, you can just go ahead and do it this way. Just slide it in. And now remove the, put the heatsink side in first. Watch the cable for the screen. Just slide it down, push it down. If it's not down, yeah. Make sure the USB ports go in first nicely. There we go. Run the cables inside the plastics so you don't cut them down when you do your stuff. Grab your USB port. Put the USB port in. Screw the only screw that was holding it. Screw the only screw that was holding the motherboard too. Right at the bottom. Connect the speakers for it. Put the cable for the USB hub. Now, if you wanna put the LCD cable, don't push the cables in. Just put your nails right on the edge of the jack, and then you're gonna push inward. And that's it. Now you wanna grab your Wi-Fi board. Connect the cables for it. Black goes to black arrow, white goes to the white arrow. Put it down in 45-degree angle, push it down. And there's one screw that was holding it. Make sure the cables are nicely pushed in where it's supposed to be. Alright, now we are down here. You're gonna put the cover on. Put the top cover back in. Just grab the corners, push the corners down together. So you're gonna hear that clicking noise. Do this all sides. In the front, make sure there's no gap, nothing. Now you can go ahead, put the screw for the one that is hiding right under the table. And the one right beside it. By the battery. By the Wi-Fi. That one is not there. One goes down here. One right in the middle. And one by the keyboard. Right there. Now go ahead and plug in the cable for the power on. The cable for the mouse button. Mouse button goes right there. And next, you're gonna grab your keyboard, put it the way it's supposed to be, like that, and then flip forward, and then grab the cable, rotate it like that. It says upside. That's the upside. Run your fingers over the cable, make sure there's no dust. Push the cable in, close the hinge, and put the keyboard bottom side first. And then you want to lift it up a little bit. But you want to put your finger in the middle so you can give this kind of curvature. So you can actually put the corner clamps in. And then put the left side. Make sure you hear the clicking noise. There. And then put the top side. Press by the F1, press by the F5, F10, and print screen, and one last corner. Make sure you press everything. Alright, now you can close the laptop lid, flip it over. Alright, now you're gonna go ahead, put all the screws in. First, the longest screws go, put every corners first, always. Just so that the longest screws. Also, this is gonna drop your temperatures for your laptop a lot because the thermal paste that we use is way better than the one that they give you when you buy your laptop. Now you can grab your CD-ROM. The sticker side goes downward. Just push in. Make sure it goes in place. Then you're gonna put the only screw that's in the middle. There you go. Now, before we put the hard drive in and close the lid, we're gonna do a test. Make sure it's turning on. So hope I have some battery on this one. Put the battery in and turn it on. Make sure I see something. There you go. And there we have it. There's no boot because there's no hard drive. So turn it off and go ahead and unplug the battery. Now you can to put the hard drive in, flip it over, top part down, slide it in towards the CD-ROM first. Once it's in, slowly, gently push it, slide it to the right. Make sure it does the connection, and then put the two screws so it won't slide back the other way. I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, thumbs up. And think about subscribing. It really helps me out to make more videos. And if you have any questions or any requests for any other laptop, let me know in the comments. And I'll try to get my hands on it so I can show you guys. Thank you for watching, guys.